going to show the attachment of the Blue Force Gear A2B buttstock adapter for the Vickers Combat Application Sling. You want to start with an unloaded and cleared weapon on safe, and then place the buttstock adapter band across the rear of the buttstock with the bridle strap across the butt plate. Want to bring the tab through both loop locks to start with, then double back and tuck it through the second loop lock. At that point, I like to leave a little tab that I can squeeze and pull, cinching the adapter down tight. I then catch it with my thumb and pull the tab tight. The tab tail is secured with the Velcro one wrap, and then you're ready to go to attach your Vickers Combat Application Sling. Now that we have the buttstock adapter band attached to the buttstock, it's time to attach our Vickers Combat Application Sling. As you remove the sling out of the package, you're first going to see the tail end of the sling, which has the quick release assembly. You want to remove the tri-glide and set that aside. It's not required for use with the fixed buttstock. You want to take the tail of the sling, tuck it through the D-ring on the top of the adapter. Bring the tail back through both loop locks first, then double it over and bring it back through the top loop lock. At that point, you want to cinch it down tight, and that completes this end of the sling installation. Now for the front attachment on the M16, we recommend the universal wire loop. This is an ambidextrous attachment point and also provides a sling attachment point well back on the handguard, so that if you use a forward grip and a very aggressive stance, you're not going to grab sling when you reach to the front of the rifle. You want to start by taking the universal wire loop over the muzzle and then working it back over the sight tower and the factory sling swivel. Go ahead and turn the universal wire loop to the side you want the sling attachment point on, and then start working it down the handguard. You'll notice as you get close to the receiver, the band is going to start tightening, and it's actually going to get to a point about 4 or 5 ribs away from the receiver where it's going to kind of self-lock in place. That's where you want to stop and go ahead and attach your Vickers sling. With the Vickers sling, we have the quick adjust end of the sling. It's denoted by the quick adjustment device that's patent pending, and also the contrasting color pull tab. It's got our double loop lock arrangement at the front. We want to tuck the tail through the universal wire loop, bring that tail back through both loop locks, and then we tuck it one more time back towards the muzzle, going through the last loop lock, and then we cinch it down tight. At that point, the sling is ready to use. Now that we have the Vickers sling securely attached to the front attachment point of the rifle, it's time to adjust the sling for use. The Vickers sling comes with 2 adjustment sections. The front section is your quick adjust. That one's marked with a pull tab. The back section of the sling has a tri-glide, and that's for more permanent adjustment of the sling. What we want to do to start off with is sling the weapon over our strong side shoulder. The gun at this point is unloaded and cleared, safety zone. I want to bring the pull tab all the way to the front, completely closing the quick adjust section of the sling. At this point, I want to shoulder the weapon to my strong side shoulder and see if I can comfortably make that move. That is the acid test for proper adjustment of the Vickers sling. If I cannot shoulder the weapon to the strong side shoulder, I need to let more slack out on the slow adjust part of the sling with the rear tri-glide. If I have excessive slack in the sling and it's hanging too low, I can also tighten up, but at all points with no equipment on, I should be able to shoulder the weapon to the strong side shoulder. If you need to release the Vickers sling in an emergency, hit the release Fastex near the shoulder and the sling cuts away.